channels.
Alright everyone, or good evening. This is Matt, Home Farm Ideas, and I don't know why, but, well, I know why. I was looking around my yard and I found a lot of mushrooms growing, so I started looking to see if they were edible, and they weren't. One of them was, but, I wanted to err on the safer side, so I looked up how to grow mushrooms, like oyster mushrooms or shiitakes or any of that stuff. And I found a gentleman on my website, or on, not my website, on YouTube, that I thought was pretty informative. I'll post his link to his video on my description, but basically he was saying to don't go crazy with sterilizing, even though with mushrooms it's pretty important, but he was saying that cardboard, it doesn't grow on if like other types of fungus, doesn't really want to grow on cardboard, but oyster mushrooms, the mycelium, it's called, from oyster mushrooms, or I don't really know enough about it to really know what it is, but I could show you what it is. So I went and I got the nastiest looking oyster mushrooms I can find, and I don't know how good this camera can show it, but this stuff right here, there's a bunch of white stuff growing on the outside of this mushroom. Anyway, it's like this little fuzz, and that's like, it's called mycelium, and it's the fungi from this mushroom. This is an oyster mushroom, and if you haven't had them, oyster mushrooms are really good. But anyway, so he was saying, let me switch hands now, because my other hand is still sanitized. He was saying that you can cut some of that off of this, the white pieces, the fungi parts, and take some cardboard and kind of separate the pieces. You have the corrugated pieces here, and then you have the just the flat pieces on the bottom. And he's saying put the flat pieces on the bottom, and then kind of layer this. So as you can see, there's a piece of mushroom in there. You want to cut off some of that outer white fungus to get to the inside of the mushroom, because there's already, you want it to have the white stuff growing on it, because that just shows that the mycelium's growing on it. But then after that, you want to cut it off, the white stuff, because it could be contaminated, and then get at the flesh of the oyster mushroom. So that's what I did. I cut off some fleshy parts, and I put them throughout this. See, there's another piece there. And I cut it in strips, because that's what he was saying. It makes it easy to transfer to a growing medium, which you can use coffee grounds, spent coffee grounds. And grains, you can use grains and stuff like that to grow these mushrooms. That's all I really know about them right now. I'm just kind of rushing into it, because I want to see if I can grow the mycelium. When I see something, I'll let you guys know. You want to have kind of a container like this. This is a sealable one, though, that lets out, or that doesn't let out or let in any air. So I'm not going to push it down. I'm just going to kind of set it on top like that. And I'm going to put it in my garage, where there's mostly no light during the day. Sorry it's so dark of a camera, but I'm going to put it up here on my workbench and turn it a little bit so I can see inside. There's a piece in there. I'm not going to have it under this light, because I'm not in the garage a lot much. I'm out in the garden right now. And I'll have Homer, even though I'm not into Homer Simpson anymore, but I'll have him watch this. So anyways, hopefully that explains some how to grow mushrooms to you guys. Sorry I'm so get about this. I just don't know enough about it to really talk about it other than say I'm trying to grow some fungus, trying to get me some mushrooms to eat at home, and wanted to encourage you guys to do the same. Be sure to sanitize your knife by running it under the fire or something like in your kitchen, the burner, the stove. Just heat it up until, not till it's red hot, but till it's hot enough to when you put it under the water, it makes that tss sound. And then also run your hottest water you can get over the pieces of cardboard in the same container you're going to be growing the mycelium in. My water temperature here gets to about 140. The other guy was saying that he has his at like 130 something, and that works fine for him, and so this will work fine for me. So anyway, any questions on that, obviously post them on the bottom. Alright, God bless you guys. See ya.